Okay, so this video is about, how to build your future self. Your future self is a very important part of your life, very important piece of your maturity, your livelihood, the way you live, the way you breathe. Your future self is always very important. Your future self is always going to have more problems and a lot of times more insecurity. And why is that? Because your future self is always the imagined of the present person. And the thing about that is that that person is going to want more responsibility, more money, more future. So in the future, you will always have that as a thing that will be, pressed upon you. That is the main focus of this video, is really to help you in that. So the way to help yourself in the future is to live now. Remember this, live now. You have to live now. Live in the moment. Don't live in the past. The past doesn't help you with anything. It's live in the now. The now, take advantage now. Drink your water now, so that you can run later. Eat now so you can get energy to move later. It's always about the now. It's the present. What you can do in the present will set you up for the future. Lift that weight just one more time now, so you can be that one weight stronger, that one arm press stronger. Next time you go in the ring. Your future self is looking at its future self, just like you are. So make yours better. Make your future self better than what the future could even possibly imagine. And keep going. You're a better version of yourself. You're actually better than your future self. You never noticed this, but you are better than your future self. Your future self is behind you, actually. You're better than your future. Remember that. People are always like, when I get that house, when I get this, when I get that. The reality is you're better than the future self. You have more options, more availability, and all that shit now than you're gonna have in the future. So remember to take advantage now. Do what you have to do now. Think through it now, because now is the biggest important part of life. There is nothing greater than the now experience. We live in a time where people are stuck. They're thinking about, what are they thinking about? They're thinking about the past, the good times they had, that one weekend they had 15 years ago, that one time that they did this over at that friend's house, did this over there, had this over there. Honestly, forget about that. Forget about the good times. Forget about the bad times. Forget about the good. Forget. Just focus on the now, the present, and what you can do in the future. The future is always better than the past. People always want to look to the past and pretend like that's really gonna sail the ship. But in reality, who's sailing better? The person looking at the back of the ship, pretending that we're looking at the land, looking at how fun the land was, or the dude in the front of the ship looking at what land they're going to become, what land they're going to harvest, what land they're going to, in Pirates World, pillage. Who's gonna win? It is obviously the one who is at the front of the ship looking looking to the land to find more food, more water, and more gold. That is the winner. The people that look ahead, not people that are stuck in the past, just lollygagging about what happened at church, what happened at this. No, it's future. Be future oriented. Get your mind acute to the future, pinpointed to the future, and you will see blessings. Blessings that can really unfold for you because you're looking at the future. The eye of the future, you do stare, and that's very important. Do not get your future self mixed up with your ideal self. The ideal is different than the future. The future is what's in your life. The future is like, I'm gonna do this Monday, Thursday, Wednesday. That's what it really is. That's what the future is. The ideal is something different. The ideal is what you could be, what you could become, what you could do, what you could. The 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 future self is what is basically a mixture, where it's like mainly of things people put on you, like tasks, things you're gonna buy, things this that nature. But your ideal self is always, in imaginary land, dancing around, hoping that you can really focus yourself and get to on their level. That's what needs to happen. Is The ideal is just as important as the future, but your ideal needs to be helping the people, the tribe around you, to benefit, from good, good, um, from good work, and helping and laboring and all that sort of stuff. That's what has to happen. For the idea itself has to be good and encouraging to the people and land around you. And if that happens, you will have a fun time in life. And I'm here to help you with that. That's what the whole focus is, right? If your idea of self isn't good, isn't really what needs to be fit in nature, then you're obviously not going to have fun. Right? Look to the animal kingdom. What do you see at the top? If you see what's at the top, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. Go out and watch a nature video. Go out in real nature, see who's at the top, and you will understand what you have to become to be at the top. I think nature is one of the greatest teachers. I think if you want to learn something, go to look at nature. Go relax in the park. Go relax in the forest for a month and just really look at nature. Bird watch. Animal watch. Things like this. It's going to help you focus your mind on what really wins in the natural world. Who's going to win? Who's going to win between the different social structures out there in the world? Who's going to win? Is it going to be you, or is it going to be the man down the street? It's all up to you, and it's really up to you. But you have to focus on what really it takes. It takes a level of maturity. It takes a level of patience. It takes a level of security that you have to be able to attain. You can't just be out here swinging arrows and swinging swords hoping to win. No, focus, dial back, and remember there's other things in the world to help you to win. And remember that it's a game. Really, it is a game. It also to some people is more than that, but it's life. It's the true reality is to be focused on higher achievement, higher goal setting, and that's just how it is. Staying stable in life. Don't achieve so high that you just kill yourself at the end. No, achieve to a level where you can be competitive and stay focused on the land. If you can do that, focus on the physical. Never get to the spiritual realm, because the spiritual realm is a lost cause. Don't ever listen to people who are spiritual. They're not focused on the living of living of the person. They're focused on what somebody said 10,000 years ago. Like, nobody cares about that person. It is today, it is now, it is the physical. What's gonna win? A verse in the Bible or a computer that's doing its thing in the physical realm? Obviously, it is the computer and what you got in your knowledge that you have. Come on now, focus on the now. Focus on the present. Focus, focus, focus. It's got to be focused because your future self is hoping that his past self was focused. That is all it hopes for. If you can be focused now, your future self will thank you and maybe even worship you because you focused now. And that is a big thing right there. People are like, what do you worship? I worship my completed tasks, my completed projects as a gift from my soul to another. That is what I worship. People are like, do you worship God? No, I do not. Do you worship Buddha? No, I do not. Do you worship Jesus? No. Do you worship Allah? No, I don't. I worship my product, my things that I pull out of my soul and into the world. Those are the things I worship. I do not worship anything else besides those things. And I hope you can do the same. This is part of the utilitarian philosophy. Peace and thank you for watching.